My whole life, I was into art. I used to, back in kindergarten, used to see kids who could draw better than me. I used to imitate them, imitate what try to copy what they would draw. That's when it really started that I loved art. Then I went into graffiti once I got into junior high school. Doing graffiti was one of my things back in middle school. Once in high school, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do in my life. I went into the military. Art was still in the back of my mind, but didn't think I could make a living off of it. I did military 6 years, got out. I had to get a job. Had to get that job and do something in my life. I went into carpentry. Did carpentry about 10 years. Always working my hands and stuff. I was always good with my hands. Just building things. Art would come here and there, but it wasn't a way of making a living for me. After changing my major 6-7 times, inside I knew something was wrong. I knew I wasn't doing something right with my career. I would start a major, I wouldn't finish it. Something would discourage me. I could do a lot of shit. I could do, everything. I was good with radios, just math, everything. I even did civil engineering. I was doing physics, calculus. But, the only classes I really was good at were the drawing ones, I noticed. But, the math ones, they didn't call my attention. Science didn't call my attention. Arts, it's very therapeutic for me. I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety and all that shit. Back then, I knew art was a way of escape and all that shit. And it gives me a lot of happiness. It just fulfills my passion, my goals. Every time I do a piece, do work, I put all my abilities to it, and with that desire to become the best, to be the best, to present the best. It's I don't know. You don't want to be snotty with your other peers and stuff, but you do want to work harder. At least to yourself, you want to be able to say at the end of everything that you gave it your all. You worked harder than anybody else. That's what I try to do. So happiness is always fulfilled when I do a piece of work, especially the end product. I do try to get that hands-on, that traditional way of doing things. Stay away from computers and programs, editing programs. I stay away from that as much as possible. Just make things with my hands. Just creating something original, something you won't see, but it was done by hand. You can see a picture nowadays. You see it and you're like, all right, that's Photoshop. That was fucking Illustrated or something done on a computer, and you're like, yeah. But then when you see something hand done, you know right away it was hand done. Well, an artist would. People who are in that field know it was hand done.
Seems like you have appreciation for craftsmanship and just attention to detail.
Yeah, it's something. Attention to details. It's something you learn in the military. Yeah, but I think there's something special that's done by someone's hands. You do it by hand. It's there's something, a different connection to the tools and the art. There's a lot more time put into it, I think. Well, a lot more effort, I think. Mark Wagner He's a really good artist that does a lot with dollar bills, but he cuts them out with X-Acto knives. That precision, it's just ridiculous. You know, I'm still learning about these artists. You know, I'm getting to know them and immersing myself in that field. Another good artist, I think Chip Kidd. Chip Kidd is pretty cool. He's the one who does all the book covers, and that's probably like the idea I want to do with my art, like the field I want to go into, just selling an idea. Chip Kidd can sell you any book. You know, he creates these designs and book covers, and you just see them and you want to buy that book. That's what I want to do. I want to make people just look at something and just say, I gotta get that. You know, it's a big goal of mine. I think most of my ideas come when I escape my room, get out of my house, my apartment, just go out in the world and start exploring. I love going to like thrift stores, going you know, flea markets and stuff like that. You find a lot of vintage stuff. You know, you find art all around you, and like I think vintage stuff. You see like comics and comic strips. You'll see a comic strip and you'll be like, that could we work something out of that, you know. Just going out, exploring, you know, not staying at home on your computer looking at stuff. No, I gotta get out and just look for art. Art's always around us, you know. It's pretty much how I go about it. I get inspired every day. I was just, you know, I was leaving the house right now. I was grabbing all my stuff. You know, I found a pill bottle. You know, I just grabbed it. I was like, yeah, I can make something out of this. You know, it just comes like that. And like, but that's the thing. Like, you want to start something and finish it. But you have all these fucking ideas in your head and you never finish them. And I guess that's a good thing, you know, as long as you start them, but you do want to finish them. So, yeah, it's always around me. I get inspired every day, I think. Other students, what they create, inspire me. I try not to copy, you know, but I think copying somebody is still something. It's something to be proud of, too. You know, just being versatile, I think, is the best.
And do you prefer one medium over the other? Or?
No. I'm willing to explore and just, you know, that came out wrong. You know, just willing to, just being open, not closing yourself to just one medium. That's what I want to do. I'm always open to different types of art. You know, some I prefer over others. You know, I don't like charcoal. Charcoal's really messy stuff. You know, I'll do it though. I want to learn. I would love to learn, but it's not my strong suit. I'm not an artist. I'm not. Oh, that's fucked up. I'm not a great, you know, illustrator. I'm not a great illustrator, but you know, I do come up with some ideas. Sometimes I'm like, shit, that's a good idea. Let's put that on paper. But I always find a way of getting it on paper. You know, I won't draw you a face, a portrait, or anything like that dead on. No, but I can come up with some crazy ideas that I'll be proud of. So, full alphabet. It was an assignment for typography. We had to come up with our own alphabet, original style, original letters. The idea was really tough. The idea I got from going into the city, I was at SVA at an open house for photography, and I saw this picture of a dollar bill, and it was written, it was all color in red, and it said people like to do bad things. And that's where the idea just popped. It clicked in my head. I gotta use that idea.
What did that mean to you when you saw it?
No, I thought it was fabulous because you know, it's the face and money, but you know, it's illegal. Technically, it's illegal, but you know, I had to think, how the hell am I gonna make it without wasting money at the same time? I'll show you later. Well, I can show you how I did that. So I came up with the idea of making a little alphabet on dollar bills, and you know, I just I used acrylic paint on tracing paper, and I glued it right on. People think it's painted on, but it's actually just tracing paper that's glued on. It's a process that, you know, it's not the easiest process in the world, but you know, if you could do it, it's rewarding. It looks like it's painted on. So yeah, we came up with our own alphabet. I was set on that idea. I ran with it. You know, I love how it looked. You know, I wanted to incorporate other things. And that's where one day I just went to a thrift store and found some comics, you know, and I started thinking, let me put more stuff into this alphabet. And I incorporated comic strips, characters on there, you know, to liven it up a little bit, give it more color, more, you know, a focal point on each. Besides the letter itself, you know, you know, just creating these ideas where you can tell a little story of each strip in such a small space. You know, I love it. That's what comic strips tend to do. It's a small strip, a small little space, and you have to create a story of it. What I try to do with each piece. Some dollar bills are able to have a lot more stuff on it, as you can see on the top one. That could keep on going too. There's a few more, but you could get the gist of what's going on. And you know, I chose Calvin and Hobbes because as a kid I used to get these newspapers. First page I would go to was the comic strip. Well, that's the section I would go to, the comic strips. Most of these jokes I didn't understand. You know, I didn't understand, but I loved the ideas, the drawings and all that as a kid. You know, now as an adult, you see these and you laugh your ass off with someone. And you know, Calvin and Hobbes was definitely one of them. And, you guys want it? Well, you guys gave me the opportunity, you know, to present my work, and I thought, let's make something for you guys. I enjoyed doing it. It took me forever. But I enjoyed it, and it actually taught me a new lesson. Like originally I used to just use one letter, but now I can use a phrase like the. You know, I can use that now. There's a way of using that small space to create words. And it's a challenge, but it's cool.